Hey, welcome to the Florida Masters Podcast. My name is John Barrett, your host. Hey, I'm back. I'm back with a banger. I'm back with a certified banger. I know I say that about every episode, but this is gonna be like epic. I'm super excited. My homie took the time out to jump on the podcast. But before we get into the show, we have admin tasks we gotta take care of. So follow us on all platforms at For the Masters Podcast and on YouTube at JB the Masters Podcast. Hey, I see the views. Make sure everyone's subscribing. Make sure you're signing up on all podcast platforms and leaving reviews. All right, let's continue to grow the show. And I'm super grateful and blessed that my homie jumped on the podcast. He was my next door neighbor in college. One of the few people that like wasn't a wrestler that we were just like chill with and we actually hung out with. So I'm super excited. But I have Haywood Highsmith of the Miami Heat.
My guy, what's good? Appreciate you
What's up,
having me.
dog?
How you doing?
Hey, I appreciate you jumping on the podcast.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. So I every time like a Miami Heat game is on, I'm like, yo, my homie, this is my homie right here, and everyone think I'm capping, but I'm like, yo, I'm serious, But some people believe me.
Nah, all you got to do is tell them we're to the same school, bro. They
That's
go.
what I'm saying, bro. We went to the Jazz, bro, and the Jazz like low key was like really good at sports, even though like we were just there.
Yeah.
We were doing work at the Jazz, like.
No, yeah. Jazz had some good teams. Softball, soccer, volleyball was pretty good. Wrestling was good. Basketball was good. Women's basketball, like. For that, I mean, it was like a weird thing because it was a West Virginia school. Most of the students were from like DMV, Ohio, or like So, yeah, we were pretty good at sports for sure. I would say for sure.
Nah, bro. Nah, it was definitely a vibe, And then so we got there. I got there in 2013. Did you come in 2013 or 2014?
2014.
2014. I'm a sophomore on the floor. You and Dom were our next door neighbors, and we used to terrorize you guys.
Yeah. I mean, freshman year was probably one of the funniest years for me, just being in college and getting that experience. And then Dom was such a funny roommate to have. We also had Mickey. Can't leave out Mickey. He was funny.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, Mickey. And then like you guys living down the whole hall from us, Sawyer living across the room for us. So like you guys like coming there, fake wrestle us and all that stuff. It was cool. We didn't take nothing light of it. But, it was cool. Just having some cool neighbors for sure.
Nah, facts, bro. It was definitely a vibe, and like I saw Sawyer a few weeks ago, bro. He we were talking about you, but he got married, So,
yeah, I saw. I think he's expecting a kid too, right?
Bro, he's gonna have a kid, bro.
That's what's up.
So everyone's matriculating on, and I see Dom rap, bro.
Yeah, he's a rapper now. Yeah.
I was like, yo,
I talk to Dom every now and then. We still talk. It was just cool.
Yeah. Hey, tell him to put me on a track.
I'll tell him. I'm trying to get on one too.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So, I started podcasting. I went from rap to podcasting. So, so you can tell him that, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, super excited to have you on, bro. Like, I think the biggest inspiration, like in our immediate circle, is like you. Other than like Max. Max. He wrestled on the Costa Rican national team.
Oh, nice. I follow him on Instagram. I'll be wondering like where he be at, but that's what's up. That's nice.
Yeah, bro. Costa Rican national team. He's a RTC, which is like it's like the Olympic training center and the regional training centers everywhere. He's sponsored by the Indiana Regional Training Center, sponsored by Costa Rica, and he just like travels around the world wrestling, bro.
Wow.
Like on some like heavy stuff. So yeah, he's trying to make the next Olympics and stuff. He got some world medals, so he's doing it, bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, but so like you and him, obviously he was my roommate, but like you and him, like, yeah, super inspirations. But like the thing that always stuck out about you, bro, like, cause like freshman year, you started getting your playing time, and then you started like getting really, really good. But you were just like hella humble throughout the process,
Yeah. I mean, that's just always how I've been throughout my life. I don't like to, be so cocky and be so, like that guy who wants to just, like I do this and do that. Like, nah, like, good things come to people like who are humble, who just, work for it, pray for it, and just keep grinding, and just give God all the things, give everybody else the things, So I've always been a humble person for sure.
Yeah, I like, and I think that's was like a super dope thing. And then all the homies around you were like ragging on you because they would be more like yo, like you just drop all these buckets, like let's
Yeah,
go celebrate. Or
yeah,
just like, hey man, like we'll play the game, man.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, like I think a part of that also was Coach Sancom, my coach. Like he was also a guy who he didn't like all that extra stuff, but I just fell into my role, just there. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like also because you were just like chill, like what us too. Like we would play intramural basketball, and obviously we're not that good because we're wrestlers and like just like crazy. But then
Right.
like Miggy would be out there dropping buckets with us, and then y'all would just come down and coach us.
Yeah, no, that was fun. I missed that was so fun. Just intramurals was just crazy. We had a nice squad, some good wrestlers who knew how to hoop. We had like some other guys who didn't make who wasn't playing on the team. But they get to play intramural, so it was nice just to see them get some runs. Nice to compete against some other people, and nice to be a coach a little bit and just sit back
Yeah.
and watch basketball for a change. But yeah, it was fun.
You think you're gonna do some coaching like in the summertime when you're not doing summer league or something like that to like like for the youth?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely want to definitely give back and help out, kids that are, trying to inspire to be better basketball players. The way that it happened for me, I had a lot of adult figures in my life that helped me throughout my years. So, I definitely want to be a person who can help kids, whoever, with their basketball journey, and just make a difference somehow.
No, most definitely. And we're gonna fast forward back here because I think it's something valuable in what you said just now. But some people don't know who you are yet. It's been very very recent that you've been like stepping into the limelight. So like, where are you from? Tell everyone like where you're from and like what you do.
Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. It's kind of, I'm a big Baltimore person. I rep it, 410, a diehard Ravens fan. So growing up, I played basketball and football. My father taught me how to play basketball. I was just naturally good at both sports. Just being kind of athletic, kind of tall. Had some athletic genes in my family. My father, uncles, my aunt, my mother's pretty tall as well. So I was pretty tall growing up, and yeah, I mean, just playing basketball my whole life. Got recruited by Sancom for Wheeling. Went there, was grinding. Didn't even think about playing professional basketball. When I really got there, I was just trying to get a scholarship and just get a free education. To be honest
Yeah,
with you,
thanks.
once I just started grinding and grinding, I just got better and better each year, and I just became who I am today, which is a professional basketball player, NBA professional basketball player, as people want to say. But like it's been a crazy experience. Of course, I love my job. Making money playing basketball. What else can I ask for? But
Yeah.
I just, it's so great. I'm so grateful and just so thankful that the decisions that I made have got me here. I don't know if I would be the person I am if it wasn't for Wheeling, if it wasn't for Coach Sancom, wasn't for some of the professors at Wheeling as well. It wasn't for some of the people I met at Wheeling as well. So I'm just thankful to be here, and yeah, pretty much the story behind me.
Yeah, man. I mean, you expedited, but like, so like when you were in high school, obviously you were a pretty good ball player. Maryland's a pretty good state to play basketball in, especially
Right.
Baltimore, right? Just a lot of
Right.
like straight athletes, right?
Yeah,
And
for sure, for sure.
so like you specifically, how come? Because I mean, I'm gonna go into your accolades later on from what you did when you were at Willing, but why didn't you go D1 or anything like that or another D2 school?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think in high school I wasn't really, fully developed as a player enough to get the interest from Division I schools. I was in high school. I didn't work, as hard as I did in college. I would say I was not the biggest, doing extra stuff in the gym, extra shots, extra lifting, extra conditioning. Like I wasn't the biggest worker off, other than practice and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty much a skinny kid. Wasn't fully developed, like I said. My body was still kind of growing, I guess. I didn't lift a lot of weights. So, I guess some Division Ones, I did get some interest from Division Ones, but I never got like a fully offer. So,
Yeah.
I was really thinking about, honestly, out of high school, I was thinking about going to prep school and like
Oh,
just trying to grind there, to be honest with you. But prep school was pretty not really. It wasn't expensive, but my parents had to pay some type of money for me to go, and I just didn't want them to do that. They put me through a nice high school, a
yeah.
private school, and they kind of had to pay a little bit for that. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to get some interest from other schools and stuff like that. So I actually graduated high school, and I did not know where I was going to college. And I played in like an AAU tournament. I don't know if you guys know AAU. AAU is like summer basketball where everybody goes to all these tournaments around the world and stuff like that. So played an AAU tournament, and I was playing good in Atlantic City, got some interest from Division II schools, and I was like, okay, Division II solid. I had a lot of D3s, I had some D2s, but the D2s that looked at me when I played in the AU tournament were pretty solid, and they were like probably the best schools I was going to get. So I went on 2 visits to Wheeling and a college called Wilmington, and it was between them two. Basically, I was just like, I'm just going to pick Wheeling. Wheeling seems like a good fit.
Yeah.
I like the coach. Most of the guys coming in were from the same area as me, so it was just a good fit. And from there is history. But yeah, I mean D1s, it just didn't happen for me at the right timing. I guess I got better. I feel like I got much better in college. Like
Yeah.
I probably could have transferred Division I once I was at Wheeling, but I just stuck there, stuck throughout there, and just grinded. And yeah, from there I just yeah.
Yeah. And that's a blessing, bro, because literally it was like this, for you, like
Yeah.
throughout like literally, and it's like, obviously I wrestled and, started like coaching Division II. So it's kind of like, I would rather have a guy that comes like this and just like gradually gets better as opposed to a guy, he come and he's the man, because they don't translate the same sometimes,
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I get what you're saying. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you guys saw that too on your team. Like you get this kid, you recruit him, and then he's like, you think he's gonna be like, immediate impact, and he might not be. He might
Yeah.
be good, but he might not be.
Yeah. Sometimes the translation doesn't always work from high school to college. So yeah.
It's real, bro. So like, what was the catalyst for you to like shift to like, hey, I want to work hard here. Hey, I'm already getting this paid for, but how do I work hard and get better while I'm here? Like, what was the change? Was it Coach Samcombe? Or
Yeah,
like,
I mean, pretty much, since the beginning, it was all kind of just saying comb and just the college workouts. I was definitely not used to waking up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., none of that, before. I would have trouble. Honestly, I would have trouble waking up sometimes, in college for the early morning workouts and stuff. So, I just fought through it in the beginning and stuff because, I got used to it over time, but it definitely was hard in the beginning for me, just trying to adjust and stuff, and trying to learn how to be not only a college basketball player but also a college student basketball player. Trying to adjust with the classes and the workouts, stuff like that. Because like I said, in high school, I didn't really work hard. Work hard as far as like extra stuff. And
yeah,
Sancom had us doing conditioning, shooting, lifting, individuals, like all this stuff. We had a conditioning test, like we had to run a mile in a certain amount of time. So as time went on, I just learned how to just work and just keep pushing. After like my freshman year, I was like just used to it. It was just easy.
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't say it was easy, but it was like it was normal. It was normal. I knew
yeah.
what I was doing. I was just work, grind, 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 grind. So I just learned over time. And playing for Sancom, obviously you're gonna learn how to work hard if you don't already. So I just I give it all to Sancom and just the way that he runs things.
Nah, that's phenomenal because I like Coach Sancom a lot too, because I felt like he was like autonomous. He kind of like knew, hey, this is what we have right now. Like these are our resources. We're gonna like figure it out and like work hard. Be like a worker. He was like a coach's coach.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. One of the best, probably the best coach I ever had in my. Well, I mean, I've had some NBA coaches now, but you know what I'm saying. Like, one of the best coaches I ever had. Yeah.
Yeah, to that level. No, I understand that. So like you get the Jesuit, you start working hard, but how did the academics help? Like how did you like get at the academics?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would just owe it up to just we had certain study hours and stuff that I would have to do and stuff as a freshman, and I think from there I just just understood that low key it would be no basketball without school, so I had to take school very seriously. My parents obviously got me to this school. I was going there for free, so I had to take advantage of getting a free education, and from there I just learned how to grind as well in the classroom. Writing papers, studying every night, studying with my teammates, and then working during the study hours we had and stuff like that. Though I definitely went to the library a lot while I was at Wheeling as well. So, I mean, that was a big help. But I definitely just learned over time how to become a better, student as well. I would say in high school obviously is easier than college, but, I definitely learned how to, adjust more in college, I would say.
Yeah, no facts. I think with you too is like again going back to humility, bro. Like you were so humble. Like everyone would come to the game, see you out there doing work. Like obviously he's like the man, and you would come on campus and you would like ask for your help. You like all the teachers wanted to help you because we had some classes together, And I feel like the teachers were like down to help you because you're like a humble guy. Hey, you like you ask questions. You weren't afraid to be like like here for education.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And I think that's key for like anyone listening, that wants to follow the track of you, or even just get to the college level, is just like being super super humble, man. And that's why I think you made a lot of friends and people who love you, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I would definitely, want to definitely chat it up with some of the old Wheeling peoples and hang out with them sooner or later.
Yeah,
I'll try to get back to Wheeling for alumni weekend, but it's tough. Because I think you guys have it during the season, so it's tough. But
yeah,
definitely
definitely
get
have it
down there.
during the season.
Yeah,
And they show you a lot of love, and it's crazy because I was like, man, y'all knew Haywood, because some of the students, they're a little younger too, and I'm like,
yeah,
y'all knew Haywood,
for
and then
sure.
like, but showing you love, bro. They might not tag you on
Hmm.
Instagram, but they show you love, bro. So like, I just like I'd be happy for you, man, because you were just so humble, man.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure.
And that's the theme of the podcast too, by the way. I'm probably going to name this like human
Yeah,
humble beginnings or something.
humble beginnings. That sounds fire.
That's
Sounds fire.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Humble beginnings. So yeah, so you were at Wheeling, you started gradually getting better, right?
Hmm.
So a few MEC players of the year, but then your senior year, you got what NCAA Division II player of the year.
Yeah.
And we went crazy at Jesuit too, bro. We
Yeah.
were like, yo, someone at Jesuit got the Division II player of the year, like such a huge honor. How did that feel?
Man, I mean, that was senior year was one of the best years for me as far as accolades and awards and stuff. I got a lot of awards, a lot of love. I owe it all to just the hard work I put in over the summer, the hard work before the season, hard work during the season, and just my teammates trusting me, my teammates giving me the support and faith, and honestly, Sancom just telling me that this is my team, and he just gave me the keys and I drove it. And I mean, that whole experience in year, I loved it. It was so much love, so much support. And I just I wish I could go back to that senior year. It was just so fun playing with those guys.
Yeah.
And we won the MEC conference championship that year too. That was one of the
Yeah.
greatest moments probably in my life as well. But it was just great. Being around the guys. That team was so close. And my parents was always at the games. My family was always at the games. So it was all love. But I thank God. It was just a blessing for sure.
Nah, most definitely. How do you think the Jesuit like culture? Because I tell people, like, everyone, I have a lot of Jesuit people that come on, and
Hmm.
I tell them like, hey, it's a culture where like you might come there and you might not do service before there, but when you're leaving there, you like super like giving and you want to help out, you want to like see people win. Like, how do you think the culture added to that and your faith, your personal faith journey?
Yeah, I mean, well, Judge was a small college, so everybody knows everybody. So we're
Yeah,
pretty much a family, a small family. Everybody supports everybody. Each sport supports every other sport. I remember I was at soccer games supporting the soccer team. I was at softball games supporting the
yeah,
softball team. I was supporting the wrestling team. You guys are our games versus West Lib, yelling, screaming, being crazy fans, which is beautiful and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's just Jazz was always going to be special in my heart because that's where all started for me, kind of as far as my career as being a serious basketball player, and I've met so many great people over the years being there, and I'll never forget them, and like I said, I definitely want to go back sometime and just hang out there and just talk to some old friends and stuff like that. But Jazz was it was I made the right decision going there. It was a great experience for me. Great
man,
experience.
you love Jesuit. You like us, bro. You
No,
would.
I mean, obviously, it's not a lot to do around there. We made the
Yeah.
most of it. We had some fun, and we made some memories. That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's what you make it, and like we really made it like something like crazy fun. And Wood, you know what you got to do now though?
What I gotta do?
Got to get the Lucia Lux Vesta trap.
The what?
The Lucia Lux Vesta trap.
What is that? That's the Jesuit symbol or something?
Yeah, it's the LUCEAT LUX Vestra VUSTERA.
I don't even know. You got that tattoo? I don't even
I
know.
don't got it. All the wrestlers got it though. I'm gonna
All
send
the,
it to you.
all the wrestlers got it?
All of them, bro.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll
Um,
see. I gotta see I gotta see what it looks like first. I can't just have anything on my body.
yeah. I don't have any tats, so I can't talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was definitely an amazing time, bro. I think for all of us, man, it's just like an intersection, and everyone I talk to feels the same way. So you graduated, you went on. Did you enter the draft that senior year?
So I did not enter the. Well, I mean, I did enter the draft, but I did not get drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to explain like what happened as far as after my senior year, I can.
Yeah.
So basically, the first thing I did was try to sign an agent and see which route to go as far as professionally. I could have went overseas. I could have tried to, get drafted, but coming from the Division II school is kind of tough
Yeah.
nowadays to get drafted. But you also, just try to work yourself into the NBA, NBA bubble somehow, some way through the G League and stuff like that. But I chose the NBA route. My agent felt best for me because he just thought I was a good fit for the NBA. I
Yeah.
was 6'6", 6'7", long arms, could defend, could shoot, do a lot of different things, versatility as well. But didn't have really a lot of NBA workouts. Knew somebody who knew somebody, and then I got to work out with the Thunder, and then I knew somebody with the Sixers. Eventually got a summer league training camp thing with the Sixers where I was trying to compete for a spot on their summer league team. I actually ended up doing good on that, and they put me on their G League team. And from there, I was just grinding in the G League, Eventually got a call up to the 76ers, my first NBA call up, which was nice.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, that's basically how I got into the G League NBA, from a Division two, type of thing. It's basically I turned an opportunity into what I am today. It was
Yeah.
an opportunity for me to just show what I can do, and I showed and I did good, and it turned into this basically me being a kind of an NBA player now. Yeah.
That is crazy because it's beautiful for me to see because obviously I was following Instagram, and I would just see you like, playing with the blue coats. That's what they call it, blue coats, right?
Yeah, Blue Coats. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sixers G League team, Blue Coats. Yeah.
See you playing with the blue coats, and obviously like you would have like amazing games on a regular. Then when you get the call ups, everyone's lit. Like we tapped in, for those 10 days, and then for me, I wasn't really familiar how 10 days work and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
saw that. Then COVID happened. Then you started getting to Miami 10 days, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's lit. You had like 3 of those, right?
Yeah, I had like 3 of those. Well, in between, it's crazy. In between, I actually went to Germany to play overseas one year. Yeah.
So I saw that, but I didn't know where you were. So
Yeah, I was
I
in Germany. I played overseas in Germany. It was a cool experience, but it's tough. It's kind of tough playing overseas and stuff. You miss a lot of holidays. You're over there by yourself sometimes. It's just, but it's a grind over there. But it was a good experience for me to experience that for sure.
Nah, bro, most definitely. And then you came back, and then you kept on playing in the G League.
Yeah, I kept playing G League, and then when the COVID, remember when that new variant came out?
Yeah.
Like everybody was catching it, so like a lot of people in the NBA were catching it. So they were calling up. They were calling up a lot of people from the G League, and the Heat called me up, which was like kind of another opportunity for me. And I turned
Yeah.
that opportunity into more 10 days, and they eventually signed me for the rest of the year. And now, I'm trying to grind and just get, just make sure I'm standing on the team, make sure, I'm trying to just get in the rotation, get some minutes, help this team win somehow, some way. So, now it's just all about grinding and getting ready for the season coming up.
Man, that's amazing, bro. Like I'm super happy for you. Like I said, man, like I don't know, like there's some people who like you just around and like you see the progression, and then like they were always super humble and like man, like I'm super happy for you, man.
Appreciate that, bro.
And
Appreciate that.
so a lot of people who are listening, they're gonna be like, "Hey, I heard Haywood's story. Hey, like I can do it too. I'm from an inner city environment. I took some opportunities. I got to a place, got into an opportunity to capitalize on it. So how can people like do that? Do the same thing? What's some advice you can give the people?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, everybody's route is different. Don't compare your journey, your route, how you got to where you're at to somebody else's, and, it's all about, patience. Your moment is coming, your time is coming, and, don't give up. Always keep pushing, keep grinding, and, control what you can control. So, I mean, to summarize it up, it's just all about just putting your head down and working, and just going from there. Once you work hard, anything is possible. I feel like.
Nah, most definitely, bro. And how do you feel like leaving Jesuit, going into this period of like you're in the G League, how did it impact your faith, like your spiritual journey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in God for sure. Like I said, I'll thank God a lot on the episode we're doing right now. But I go to church I go to church. I used to go to church, but it's kind of hard now, because I'm in a different city, trying to figure it out and stuff, and I got a lot of things going on. But I watch church, I pray, I do different things, stuff like that. But I honest believe, God has been a big part of everything. He has a plan for me. He has a plan for everybody. Before every game I pray. After every game I pray. So I just, I'm not Catholic, which I think the Jesuit was Catholic,
Yeah.
like Catholic school, right? I'm Christian, but it's the same thing as far as God, I feel like. But I think Jesuit was a good part for me. It had had mass, it had church on Sunday and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm a big believer in God. I honestly believe I wouldn't be where I was at wasn't for God. Wasn't for a lot of things. And I just I keep staying, keep my faith. I stay listening to different things, reading the Bible, stuff like that, for sure.
Man, that's phenomenal, bro. And like I said, like I'm elated for you, honestly. And they pray, definitely like great things keep on happen for you.
Yeah,
The meek shall inherit the earth. And
yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
and that's real, bro. And Haywood, like a lot of people like really look up to you. And so where can they find you? Where can they find you, bro?
Where could they find me? Well, I mean, if they want to find me on social media, my
Yep.
Instagram, Haywood Junior 24, HAYWOODJR 24, my Instagram. I mean, if you message me and if I didn't reply, I must have not seen it. I do check my requests from every now and then to see, who's messaging me, see if anybody I know, stuff like that. Sometimes it's spam, so I don't look at it. But you can message me on there. You can email me also, Haywood Junior 24 at gmail.com. It's the same thing as my Instagram, but just at gmail.com at the end. And I'm not really on Twitter a lot, but I'll throw my Twitter out there. It's Haywood 24_7, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I mean, if anybody wants my personal number, they have to just message me. I'm not gonna get my personal number out there.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, I mean, I'm always in the gym grinding. So you really want to find me, I'm in some gym somewhere in the world, probably.
Man, that's phenomenal, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
Haywood, bro, I appreciate you like jumping on the podcast, bro.
Nah, no problem. Appreciate you having me, bro. Anything. This is I love doing dope things with dope people, man. You're a dope person. Appreciate
Hey, that means the world to me, bro.
you. Yeah.
Hey, and we'll talk soon, bro.
Nah, we'll talk soon, my guy. Appreciate
Wow, what a phenomenal episode with Haywood Highsmith, right? Hey, super, super inspirational story. Like, and he really does like prove that, hey, you can do it too. You can do it too. And that's a blessing. And he talks about his work ethic. We talk about things like his faith here and just like the humility this dude has. So humble beginnings, humble beginnings. Hey, everyone, thank you for joining.